Hi, welcome to Stamp Scrap Go. I'm Francine Wilson, your creative coach, and I'm going to show you some cards made with Sale-A-Bration items. And I've already made a couple of them. So let me get my comments up here. That way I can see if anybody's on there. I'm going to shift you down to my messy desk. There you go. And let's zoom in a little bit. Ooh, that's a little far. Okay, so I'm using Sale-A-Bration items. And these you can get if you spend $50 or more. For every $50 you spend, you will get to pick something from the Sale-A-Bration catalog. So today I'm using Approaching Perfection stamp set. Let me zoom out just a little bit. Oh my goodness, there we go. Sorry, I'm just learning this. Okay, Approaching Perfection stamp set, and it's found on page 6. Okay, and then we're also using Field of Flowers designer paper from the same Sale-A-Bration page. So let me show you the paper real quick. This is, well, the colors in this paper are ridiculous. You have a ton of colors. Basic Black, Bumblebee, Cherry Cobbler, Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Just Jade, Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, Shaded Spruce, and So Saffron. That's like every freaking color that we have. So you can see the Misty Moonlight and the Just Jade on the roses here, and then on the other side is Just Jade. And then we have the full palette, and on the back side we have stripes. And then this is beautiful. It's like poppies in a field of little, I don't know, crocuses kind of thing. And then on the back we have polka dots. And then another set of just flowers and polka dots on, ooh, I'm not even sure, that's Pool Party, I think, on Basic Black. And then we have daisies, and on the back side we have a pretty vine. And then there's the rose, and on the back side you saw that. Now this I think is a little busy, but I think it can work. I haven't used this yet, as you can see, and on the back we have stripes. So that is the paper that we're going to be using. Let me go ahead and put it back in its pack. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm a paper hoarder, okay? I have tons and tons of paper, and I want to let you know, I'm trying to use it all up, okay? So, if you use the January host code, when you place your order, I will send you a little bling, okay? And let me show you the first two cards that I already have made. So this one, let's see, let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, it says, newsflash, birthdays found to be good for health. Studies show that people who have more birthdays live longest. And I have a few little gems. Let's see if you can see this. I have a few little gems on my card. Ooh, goodness gracious. There we go. And on the inside, just happy birthday with some balloons. Okay, and then this one is the bad news, I forgot your birthday. The good news is I forgot your age. And I used, on both of these cards, I used the Pretty Peacock scalloped burlap or linen ribbon. Okay, so on this one I just streamed it across. Okay, but on this one I turned it the opposite direction, so there's all the pretty, but I wanted it to have some breakup on it. And inside it just says happy birthday with some balloons. Simple and easy. Okay, so those are the first two cards. And I'm going to show you a couple of more cards. Let me bring everything over here so that you can see. And I forgot to light my desk up. Okay, let me zoom out just a little bit. There we go. Oh. All right, and we're going to be using Misty Moonlight, Just Jade, and Poppy Parade ink pads. Oh, and on this card, I used the Elegant faceted gems. So, just so you know. All right, let me put that aside. I have everything cut, and I will put the, the measurements and everything on my blog and in the YouTube description, okay? So the first thing is I have a Misty Moonlight card base, and it is 8.5 by 5.5. And I'm going to place this designer paper on here, and it is 5.25 by 4. So we're just going to use some seal and put that on here. This is going to be super simple. I'm lining up 3 sides so that I can make sure that it's all even. And I'm going to use this side and this is actually a smaller edge. It's only an 1/8 inch all the way around. And we are going to put, if things really do get better with age, then you're approaching perfection. And we're going to stamp that in Misty Moonlight. And I'm hoping that everything fits properly. because I cut this made to measure. Perfection. All right. So we're sticking with the Misty Moonlight color theme. And the Just Jade is to break it up. So let's go ahead and get this stuck down to this. And again, it's a 1/8 inch edge all the way around. Okay, so this is what I plan to do. I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on the back of this and one right in the middle. And you notice I haven't folded my card yet, right? That's so it doesn't bounce around. Okay, so then I'm going to stick this right up here, and I made sure the pattern is going in the proper direction. And then I am going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the bottom. Oh, I didn't do that right. On the bottom of my sentiment, and I'm going to use Seal. Let me see if I can get it to pull properly. There we go. And take the backings off. And then we're going to center this right here. And you can see I'm a little off kilter on my stamping, but that's okay. And then we're going to use a little bit of bling. And take your pick tool. Ooh, I kind of smudged there. And we're going to use, and it's very simple, very simple. Nothing difficult. And then inside the card, we'll put a piece of Whisper White or Basic White under here, and that way you can write your sentiment and everything. So that's the first one. That's very simple. Okay, and then we have this one, and I chose to go ahead and use the striped side. Oh my goodness, I used up all of my seal. Let me go ahead and get a replacement. You'll see how easy it is to slap a new one in there. If I can cut it open. They have a Ziploc top. I'm not sure why, but so, and when I do this, I usually try to make sure that I clean off any that was left over. Okay, so we're just going to make sure that the two pegs go right there, and we close it up, and we're all good to go. And then we got to start it. There we go. So we're just going to go ahead and put this down. Now, This paper, this is, of course, an 11 by 4¼ and I'm going to size it up here. It's going to be super simple, and we're going to use Poppy Parade as our stamp, and we're going to say, so what if you're a year older? You're fabulous. Okay. And then we're going to stamp, and we're going to use make sure I didn't get anything on that, and we're going to use the Just Jade and Poppy Parade for the candles, and we're going to punch them out. And this punch is, what's it called? Story labeled punch. This is the story label punch. Okay, so we're going to close this up again because we don't want to get our stamp set in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just skim our punched out piece on the Misty Moonlight. And where's my dimensionals? I'm trying to do something super simple here for the simple stamper and make sure that everybody can do these cards. Super, super simple and easy. And then I'm gonna bling it up. Okay. I was thinking I had the cap on it. I'm gonna bling up the candles. Can you see this? Let me get a little closer. There we go. And remember, for every $50 you spend in my store, you will get to pick something from the Sale-A-Bration catalog. Well, where did that go? Well, it's still stuck. Okay, let's see if we can get that one. And there you have it, a blinged up card that's super, super simple. Just designer paper. And so what if you're a year older? You're fabulous. I cannot tell. Okay, that's the next one. And let's see here. So the next one we're going to use is the Label Me Fancy punch. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Label Me Fancy. It has a a slice so that you can put ribbon, a dot where it'll punch a hole, and the label part. Okay, but first we need to put all of this DSP on here. And let me close this up. And we'll using a lot of, oh, you know what? I forgot to score this one. So let's go ahead and score it. At 5.5, because this is 4 1/4 by 11, so it gets scored at 5.5. And you always want to keep the bumpy side to the inside. Okay, so let's go ahead and I hadn't decided which way I wanted to put this. Okay, that was not smart. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fold this one, and I'm off camera. All right, let's go ahead. I gotta make sure of which way. Okay, so this belongs over here, and we're going to put it down just a little bit. And then this is going to be sort of centered, and then this one will go over here, and so simple, right? I'm going to stamp a balloon in between here. Okay, and I'm going to I think I'm going to use the Misty Moonlight. You can see I didn't really plan which I was going to do. I just thought I would create. Okay. Let's go ahead and stamp Happy Birthday right here. Whoop. On the scrap paper. And we're going to use, okay, so I'm going to have to cut this so that I can slide it in properly. And it fits perfectly. And you can see that the Label Me Fancy cuts that little slit, and that's like for ribbon to slide through, and then of course so that you can have maybe some linen thread or something like that. All right, so that is all trash, and let me see. about putting this back on. Again, very simple, and you can have these products by spending $50 on at my store. And we're just going to go ahead and put that right in the center. And then I think what I'm going to do is stamp the perfection on the inside. If things really do get better with age, then you're approaching perfection. And let's go ahead and give it a little balloon or 2 or 3. Oh, and you can see I boo-booed, but that's okay. Let's give it another. Well, I didn't quite get it, but that's okay. I'll sign there. All right, let's clean up this place. Let me clean off my stamps real quick. They're off kilter. So this is Approaching Perfection stamp set. Okay. You can see there's 5 sentiments and just a couple of images. And then we made all of these on camera, and these 2 off camera. So let me zoom out. So you can see the variety of things that you can do with just some DSP and some one stamp set. So you can get a variety of things out of it. And this helps me because I need a lot of birthday stamps or birthday cards in February. I only have 2 in January, but February and then on, oh my goodness, everybody's got a birthday. So I'm going to switch back. Let's see. Let me take that off of there. And I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a lovely evening, and go out there and get your products and pick out something free for yourself. Happy days. Happy crafting.